Hi, Anissa Coy here with Firehouse Education and this week's Ask Anissa video column. And this week we're going to talk about something near and dear to my heart and yet a very touchy subject. I had someone email me and ask me questions, several, in regards to working with family. As a lot of you probably know if you've been following me for a while, pretty much at one point my entire family worked in our business with us, in the restoration and cleaning business. Now currently my son and I work together all the time, and my husband as well. And so what I decided to do was not just answer one particular question, but talk about the topic of working with your family, okay? And talk about what I feel are some of the challenges and some of the rewards and what you can do to really have a great experience when your family is working in business with you. There are definitely some challenges, okay? I'll just be real candid with you, and Travis, if you're watching this, Mom loves you, you know that. However, working with your son and being his boss and yet having him be one of your lead people is very difficult and challenging on a day-to-day basis. Number one, you know, not all 30-year-olds want their mother right there with them every day. And, you know, as a mom, I'm way more critical of Travis and what he does or doesn't do. When you are the owner's kid, you are being held at a much higher standard than another employee in your position. And it's unfortunate sometimes I think it's a good thing, but it's just the way it is. And so one of the big disadvantages is when you have family working together, everyone forgets that they're working together. They forget that it's not just my mom or my dad or my brother or my sister. They forget what their position is in the company. Maybe it's project manager and CEO, or maybe it's office manager and cleaning technician, okay? And those relationships really have to be viewed at work very differently, okay? And yet, it's really cool to work with your family, okay? One of the disadvantages are also that a family member may expect special treatment. Maybe you are treating them just like any other employee. Maybe you're the boss, for instance. Have there been times when one of my kids in the company have expected special treatment? You bet. And that's really difficult, because I've always tried very hard to not give them special treatment, because I don't want it to affect the rest of my staff and my crew, because it's hard for others when they feel like you are favoring that person, okay? Not to mention, as a parent, I don't think it's a really good idea to, you know, just treat them differently, all right? So that's kind of a disadvantage. And to tell someone no, or that they can't have that weekend off, or they can't take that vacation that they want when they're a family member, can get really sticky really fast. Now, what are the advantages to working with family? Oh my gosh. I can't even tell you. I've traveled with my family halfway across this country. I've been gone for 3 weeks at a time on the road, helping multiple families, doing content restoration jobs, and my entire family was with me all the time. My grandson, my 2.5-year-old grandson, traveled with us. It was amazing. It was awesome to have my family. I know they always have my back. They know I have their back. It's a very, when it works, it's a really great way to have a stronger family relationship, okay? Now, I've had people say, oh, Anissa, you guys have such a great relationship. How do you do it? Well, that's really great to hear, but I'm going to tell you something. We do have a great relationship. And right now I'm specifically talking about Travis and I, because we work together all the time. And I've been working with him the longest. Him and I have been working together for about 10 years now. And I love him. He's amazing. And we have a good working relationship, but we had to work really hard at it, okay? And we had to establish a few things. And so I want to give these to you. If you are working with family, I feel like, you know, this is what really got us to where things are great, because they weren't always. And there was a couple of really difficult years there where both of us kind of thought, you know, this probably isn't going to work, and I'm not sure that we're going to be able to work together like this, okay? So here's what we did. One, we established very clear and absolutely definite job description. Every person in your company should, but especially another family member, should know exactly what their job role is and what their expectations are. When we did that, that took away a ton of stress out of mine and Travis's relationship, because I was expecting him to do things that he had no idea I was expecting, and he expected me to do things that I had no idea he was expecting. So again, what did it boil down to? Communication. So have clear job expectations and descriptions for everyone, especially in your family. The second thing is, don't make special rules. Okay? You really need to treat everyone equally. All right? Now, that being said, I am going to say one of the advantages of working with family is that you can have some extra perks that you wouldn't get if you were just an employee. So I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about, if there's vacation rules or request off day rules have to be in, 10 days before, or things like that, uniform rules. Everybody needs to follow those rules, okay? The third thing is, as I just said, I do believe that working with family should have perks. There should be advantages, because I don't care what your job description expectations are of them, I will guarantee you that you're expecting more of them than you do someone else that's not family, okay? Almost always. We don't even realize we're doing that, okay? So, and that does put a little bit of stress and pressure on the relationship and the situation. So, there should be perks to working with family. It's part of what brings you closer together, okay? So make something. I don't know if it's, I can't think of a good example. In bonuses, maybe it's, extra perks of, being lenient with bringing children to the office if there's childcare situation going on, stuff like that. So there's just a lot of things that you can do that give that feeling of, closeness as a family, because that's really important. And I'm going to tell you something, not only will it be good for your relationship, but it'll be really good for your business, because that's going to come through to your clients. And it is a big deal to our clients when we show up and it's me and Travis, mother and son, and they see our relationship and how we work together. It really means a lot to them and makes them feel really good about using our company. All right, I know that was kind of long, but I hope that helped you, because working with your family can be very difficult. It can be challenging, but it can be so, so rewarding, okay? All right, well, thank you so much for watching the video. Again, I appreciate your time as always. I value it, and so I am happy and pleased that you chose to spend it here with me. Until the next video, I will see you. And please, I'm sorry, I almost forgot to tell you, please comment below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know, do you work with your family? Have you had challenging situations and you have come up with ways to handle them that you felt were really great and could maybe help someone else that's reading these comments? And I'd love to hear from you. You can also shoot me an email at anise@firehouseeducation.com. All right, well, now I'll close. Okay, thanks so much for watching the video, all right? And I will see you on next week's column.